Hello to our professors and my ENS classmates, batch 2024. My name is Richard Lee, and I'm the senior pastor of Victory Novaliches. We are a church in the north of Quezon City, Metro Manila, Philippines. We have been passionate about empowering disciples to make disciples, and we're seeing God do amazing things in our community through church planting, campus ministry, and short-term and long-term missions. Now, to answer the questions about how faith can transform a culture, how can we see a kind of change that lasts, the two chapters we read offer great insights. The story of how St. Patrick transformed Ireland, his courage, and his commitment to spreading the gospel were amazing. And how he was a powerful leader. Thomas Cahill writes, Patrick devoted the last 30 years of his life to his warrior children, that they might seize the everlasting kingdoms with all the energy and intensity they had lately devoted to killing and slaving one another and seizing one another's kingdom. Patrick's mission was to bring a message of peace and hope to a people who were accustomed to violence and warfare. But he couldn't do it alone. Historian James Hunter points out that the monasteries they founded were strong institutions and culturally more developed than anything that existed in the Celtic, German, Slavic, and Frankish paganism and culture. These monasteries became centers of learning, cultural preservation, and missionary work, providing a framework that helped to shape Irish culture for centuries long after Patrick was gone. So which story I find more persuasive? I believe we need both leaders and systems to see lasting change. We need passionate leaders who are willing to take risks and challenge the status quo. We also need systems that are strong and enduring, which can provide the foundation for long-term growth and transformation. But it is important to remember that while systems can provide a framework for change, ultimately, it is the heart of a person that matters most. The Holy Spirit who works through people, and God uses systems to bring change to individuals. See, a system without a person's heart, driven by the Holy Spirit, will likely be ineffective. Imagine a church building without a pastor, or without its people. A church building is just a structure. It is the pastor or the disciples filled by the Holy Spirit who brings life and purpose to that building. The same applies to any system. It is like the difference between a garden and a gardener. A garden is a system, but it is the gardener who brings life and purpose to it. The gardener's heart, their love for the garden, and their skill in tending to it are what makes the garden thrive. So in the same way, systems are only effective when they are used by people who are filled with the Holy Spirit and who have a heart for God's work. We as a movement have created a great system, and I believe the system is designed to last for 100 years or more. But I would want to commit myself to using these systems to empower disciples to be leaders, to make disciples, and to plant churches. And if I can duplicate myself or multiply myself having the same heart, we can use the victory groups, the discipleship journey, the church planting templates, and the church organizational structure that will help us shape our community for generations to come. We believe that together, people and systems, we can see God transform our city and beyond. Thank you.